Cosmo! I'm trying out my new camera angle here. I put it up on the sun visor instead of on the dash. Oh! Aaron's on the wrong side. Douglas! What's going on, Douglas? The commotion at the house has settled down. Everybody who wasn't living here is no longer here. So, we've gone to the store, picked up some more 21 or older stuff. Oh no, what is this? Don't tell me. No. The other phone shit the bed. The cracks finally got to it, it looks like. Oh man. Now I lost my music phone. Well, one crack got to it, it looks like. Well, that sucks. Well, it's a device phone, I guess, now, too. That's upsetting. Oh, weird. Came back. Alright. Don't know why it came back, but it came back. we got phone again. I don't know why it came back. Life of the studio manager. Oh no! I hope your pup's feeling better. We had to give this one a bath yesterday. She rolled in some poop. Yeah, so the phone's already broken. I don't know how well you can see that. The cracks that are already on it. I've got some super glue holding them together. But if you look close enough, you can see there's like a half circle right here. And that started glitching out. Let me see if I can... I'll go through that. Okie dokie, Cosmo, no worries. I like the camera placement too. I like it better this way. It doesn't include the back window, which is great for being able to move. So I'd be able to set up, I wouldn't have to black out the screen to move. Miss Space Note in the house! So I like this one too. It's just underneath the rear view mirror. Is where the placement is, on the sun visor. Instead of on the dash. And the theory was that the phone is in the hot sun just cooking on these warmer days. And I wanted to get it out of the sun. So I moved the mount that I had on the dash And of course it's an old car, so I'm just screwing shit in wherever I feel like it. Just putting screws here, putting screws there. So I've got the mount. It's mounted right now with 4 drywall screws, a 832 screw with a nut and a washer. And that's what's holding the mount in place. And then I've got like this little slip-in thing where it slips into the mount. What's the name for what? Oh, were you talking to Cosmo? So this phone is already cracked to hell, and so I've got it in this like cheap little phone case. This like little cheap one, you know, not much to it. It just goes around the phone, and then you can see the back of it is just all kinds of cracked. I put stickers on it because it was just, I taped it up and then I put stickers on it, and it's just all cracked to hell. Like I said, you can't see on the front side that half circle too well, but it's right between chat and the first person who talks, right on the edge there. And so it like did this weird split across the screen here, and then it like glitched out everywhere else, and then the screen wouldn't turn on. So now the screen turns on and it seems to be working fine again. I don't know what the deal is. I just put it in this little cheap case here, and this phone for some reason won't use the camera. Like it just tells me the camera's in use somewhere else, and I factory reset it and I did everything I could. So, but this is not the main phone I use from day to day. This is just the one that I've been using to watch the live and make sure I'm not missing chats. I dropped the charger piece here. This is one of the ones that's on the magnetic piece of the charger. There it is. I had to pick up this little tiny little magnetic thing. It goes into the bottom of the phone, and then the charger, if I can pull it out here, that would be this one. This is just a little magnetic end, so then the tip fits on the magnetic end. I think I've showed you guys this before. So then the tip just goes into the bottom of the phone. So you've got the charger and the tip, and it just magnets to the tip of it. And charges it up. I got those on T-Move for like $5. Ghost in the building! So one of my live streams got freaking wrecked. Did you see my post in Discord, Aaron? I don't know what happened to it. YouTube was just like, nah, we don't feel like it. Hack. And they just dropped it from uploading. I had a 21-hour live stream. 21 hours. And they just told me it wasn't going to upload anymore. They stopped processing it. So I don't know. And they are great for kids. They are great for kids. They're good for in the car too, around the dogs. I've got one for the phone that I'm streaming on. See? This one's actually got a little bendy tip to it. So the tip will actually bend, where the other one's tip doesn't bend. But I'll use that for the phone, and then, you know, when the dogs come by, they knock the charges out all the time. They are a bully. They are such a bully. I don't, like, I can't even view it on my normal phone. And on this phone, the one I stream off of, it's telling me that it won't process it anymore. There's something wrong with the process. See if I can pull up the pictures I had here. I took a couple pictures of what it was telling me. Here, this is what it looked like when it was trying to upload it, and it says failed, metadata not saved, could not save video information. So it just stopped processing the video, and I can't find it on my other phones now. But that's here's the picture of it I took there. I don't know if you guys can see that little timestamp there, but that's 21 hours, 44 minutes, and 58 seconds. And I think they just scrubbed the whole thing. I can't even see what watch hours were on it. And when I try to edit it, it tells me that there's no data to edit. And I don't remember what the analytics said on how much watch time was on it. Let's see, 36 likes, 2,600 hits from 11 days ago. You try to view it, it says this live stream recording is not available. There's no options for clips or anything like that. Yeah, excuse me. I did private message him. I sent him a message on Discord with those two screenshots, and I asked him if he knew what was going on, or if there would be what I could do about that, what's going on there. Let me see if actually the content is actually there on the desktop version. It is. It shows me that it's there on the desktop version. It's showing me what the live engagement was. I can see the concurrent viewers. Some of the analytics are still there. It's telling me that the watch time for my impressions is 10 hours. Engagement. Audience. $10 hours is a lot to me. That's okay. I figured you guys were asleep anyway, because it's like 10 o'clock at night over there. Yeah, I can't see what it says while it was live. And it won't tell me until it finishes putting it on the app. There it is. Okay. Since uploaded lifetime. See, that's 30 hours of watch time for that 21 hours video. So 30 hours of watch time that's quite a bit to me. So it looks like 40 hours of watch time disappeared out of somewhere. 30 hours is going to go away out of nowhere. We're talking 70 hours of watch time. Like that's a lot. That's a lot. Nice, Grace. Woo, yeah. We're just talking about my watch time now. And I'm looking at a video here, this graph here, of a video that's got like, it's 21 hours worth of video, and you can see there it's showing me there's 30 hours of watch time on it. And then there's like an hour missing to one of my other videos, because when it published, it told me it was 4 hours long, and then 2 days later, now it's only an hour long, or 3 hours long. And then 40 of my hours disappeared. So the struggle is real, people. The struggle is real. It's frustrating. It's like when you're watching every single watch hour to make sure you're getting there, like 3 watch hours is a freaking lot, because you're waiting for those 3 watch hours to hit so you can move up to the next stage. And I know you get it more than anybody at the moment, Grace, because I know you've been watching your little ticker, the little watch hour ticker, like a hawk, just waiting for it so you can set out and be like, pay me, bitch. So that's what I've been doing the last couple weeks. I've just been watching it like a hawk as I see the views and the clicks and all that stuff. I'm looking at like missing 70 hours at this point. Oh no, I freaking noticed, and I'm gonna start taking screenshots too so I have proof. I can't keep waking up looking at the count and going, where did 40 hours go? That's like going to work all week long and then not getting paid for it. You know what I mean? Like if you went to work all week long and your boss didn't pay you at the end of the week, you'd be like, hey boss, you owe me 40 hours of pay. Where the fuck is my paycheck? And if they said, well, you know, it was bad quality work, so we got rid of it. If your boss said you're bad quality work, he didn't want to pay you for, you'd find another fucking job. I don't know if I lost hours. We know that it went from 880 to like 840. We were talking about that earlier, and it could just be because I put something as private. But now I'm looking at this 30 hours on my 21-hour live stream that I sent you a private message about. They stopped processing it. They just stopped processing the video. They were like, oh, metadata won't process. Sorry. So like those 40 hours might come back, but I don't know if these 30 hours are staying or not, or if they count, or if they're... So like, that's 70 hours worth of work. That's like 2 weeks worth of work. If my boss didn't pay me for 2 weeks worth of work, I would fucking sue them. Okie dokie. You do your thing. I'm just ranting about it right now because it's on my mind. I just got back from the cannabis shop and setting up the new camera angle, so that's why we're live in the first place. Dorothy, hello, hello. The AC is on. We've got water. I'm here. We're home. She'd be panting if she was that hot. We've got plenty of water in the car for them. Oh, girly, yeah. The AC is on. Okay. AC off. AC on. I'd be dying if the AC was not on in the car right now. I'd be dying, because it's one of those days where it rained and it was like misty for the last 2 days, on and off. And then today it's sunny with some clouds in the sky. So it's like there's barely any wind and it's muggy outside. It's just like Air is thick and sticky. I bet Cali is hot as hell right now. Like, I enjoy the weather, but not this weather. This is hot and sticky and disgusting weather. This is the kind of weather that I'm not going to be in unless I'm making money. If somebody's not paying me to be in this kind of weather, I'm not going to be in this kind of weather. I'm going to be sitting in the air conditioning. Hey, check this guy out. For you guys who are fans of adult beverages, let's put it that way, this one's pretty cool. I got this one at the local dispensary. This is a blueberry lemonade, if you can't read backwards. Ghost Bell! How's it going? You were in here yesterday and I asked you how the family was doing, but I didn't hear back from you. I'm always trying to find better camera angles for you guys. Excellent, excellent, good to hear. Always nice to know that the extended family of the channel here is doing well. We always have more fun when there's less to worry about, right? When we're nice to each other and there's less to worry about, we have a lot of fun. We enjoy those times. Yeah, we got the new camera angle. We're now downward facing. We're downward dog facing on our camera angle here. Downward dog. Trying to make sure we include all of the dog on all of the seat. Anytime all of the dogs are in here, you know, they like to move around, so I try to make sure you guys can see them when they're in the windows and stuff. But I keep having to worry about the phone being in direct sunlight, so now it's in the visor. It's not on the dashboard anymore, it's in the visor. It might get a little bit close when the dogs start getting into the windshield to look at stuff, and you might just see their rear end and not their face anymore, because they used to be able to just look out the front window and their face would be right in the camera, and it's about a foot behind that distance at this point. But it is aiming down and you should be able to see him pretty well. I was able to squeeze it in there between my angle mirror to see my kiddo in the back seat and my rear view mirror. And also, with this kind of camera angle, right, if I tilt it just enough, you can't see out the windows. So I would be able to drive around freely without having to turn the camera off, which is another nice plus of this one. So you've got the plus of not burning up the phone by being in the direct sunlight, and then you've got the plus of it not having to be shut off so that I can travel. Okie dokie, Ghost Bell. You do your thing, enjoy the family, enjoy the weather. Thanks for stopping by. We love you. Give the family nice big hugs for us. And we'll give us some belly scratches for Zuma from you. Or is your belly scratches from Ghost Bell? Yeah. What do you think? You got a fly in your eyeball. Belly scratches from Ghost Bell. Yeah. He's looking at me like that. What the literal fuck? Now, what did I do with... There it is. Okay. I got this pre-roll of this stuff. It's called papaya flambe. And it tastes really citrusy. It's really good. And I've just been sprinkling it on top of my bowl here. If I sprinkle it into the bowl instead of in the pre-roll, it'll last me a day instead of an hour. That's why I do it this way. Later, Grace. That was a rare occasion right there, Grace sticking around. For those of you who don't know, Grace is a ninja. He just made his 3,000 or 4,000 watch hours. Most of his content is Call of Duty, but he's been playing Metal Gear Solid recently. That's what MGS stands for. So if you guys are into video games and first-person shooters and things like that, Metal Gear Solid is more of a suspense strategy game. So if you're into that kind of content, go over there, give him a subscribe, check out his channel, give him some watch hours. Don't fall off your grind there, Grace. Don't fall off your grind, brother. Because if you fall off, then they're going to take your monies away. Just because you got there doesn't mean you can stop moving. That's one thing people forget, I think. In my opinion, I feel like people forget that. They get to they reach their goal and then forget that they have to continue the momentum. I don't know. She's like an old sweatshirt. She'll just throw herself over any old thing. I think the phrase is called draping. So she'll just drape over anything, and it's fine. I thought she was just being uncomfortable because Annie was in the car earlier. But Annie's not in the car right now. So, I don't know. Maybe this is where the AC hits her the best. It does look like it's kind of hitting this spot right here really well. So this could be, it could be a move to be in the air conditioning, while also not having it directly on her face. Yeah, I think this is an air conditioning move. She's smart. She's freaking smart. Aban Mode! Hello! What's up, Aban? Let me get over onto this chat here so I can subscribe to some of these people who are coming in. Ooh, we got all kinds of new subscribers that I can subscribe to. See, when they show up on my subscribers list, I just click them all. Click, click. Everybody who subscribed to me gets subscribed back. And everybody who comes into chat and says something in the chat, I will also subscribe to you. I have a missed call. When did that call come in? I must have been in the house. Aban Modi. Go on your channel right now. I'm subscribing to you. I think I'm your first subscriber. Thanks for coming in and chatting, Aban. Let's see if we had any other. Dominica. I'm going to go to your channel right now, Dominica, and subscribe to you. See, you have 3 videos, but I think I'm your first subscriber. Thanks for chatting in the chat. I'm all caught up. I got everybody included. Everybody who subscribed to me today everybody who came in and chatted today has been subscribed to. Everybody who has public subscriptions and has subscribed to me, I subscribe back. If you subscribe to me and your subscriptions are not public, I will not see them on my list. Excuse me. What do you mean, what's happening to the dog? What's up, Ruth? How's it going, Ruth? She's just laying there. Thanks for chatting in the chat, Ruth. I'm going to go to your channel and subscribe to you for chatting. I see you have one video. It looks like I'm your first subscriber. Yeah, she's draping right now. I think it's because the air conditioning is hitting this particular area. So she's just chilling. Oh, girlie. You just chilling? She's like that. Don't freaking bother me. Yeah, she's definitely like that. Don't bother me. How dare you bother me, Father? She either stretches out like this and takes up as much room as she can, or she balls up into this tiny little acorn. Let's see, particular feet. What are you gonna do? We're gonna do it for tickle your feet. Oh, tickle, tickle. Oh, tickle, tickle. Oh, tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. I get those feetsies. Oh, get them. Oh, get them. Oh, get them. Unfazed. Unfazed. It's just like, yeah, whatever, Dad. Leave me alone. She is. She is. I bet you I do know how to get her attention, though. I know how to get her excited. Are we thinking the same thing here, Miss Space Nut? I think we're thinking the same thing here. There's two ways to get this doggo excited. She's her two biggest trigger words. And she wants to eat them both. She wants to eat them both. Both of her biggest trigger words are things that she wants to eat. And probably chases in her dreams. If I say them, she'll pop right up. Do you guys remember what her biggest trigger words are? You were saying it all day earlier, Miss Space Nut. No, it's not squirrel. Squirrel's just what we say when they decide to see something. They're like, what? I'll give you a hint. One of them starts with a C, and the other one starts with an S. One of them's a 3-letter word, and the other one's a 5-letter word. Nope, ride is one that gets Letty excited. And outside is one that gets Annie excited. But we're talking specifically Zuma. And I think her name takes number 3 to these two other trigger words, to be honest. Like, if I had to rank them and how alert it makes her when you say them, these two trigger words rank higher than her own name. Frustrating sometimes. So the first one is snack. Oh, she must really be out. Right? Snacks. She likes that word. And the other one is cat. See, we have to spell it. We have to spell it. I said it one time. She's like, from a dead sleep on high alert. This is the only thing I was worried about with this camera. Are we back? I think we lost some viewers. It did like a spinny circle thing. Yeah. So those are her words, hungrily. Right? Those are your favorite words. Snack and cat. And she probably chases them both in her dreams, and she wants to eat them both. Should we spoil you rotten? What do you think? Should we just spoil you rotten because the other dogs are not here? Yeah? You just telling me, say, I did more work than you. I should get more snacks. Yeah. I did all the work. I deserve all the snacks. There you go. How's that? Should just leave it there. Don't hurt yourself now, okay? They're all yours. Yep, snacks. Yeah, snacks. Good? And was there a little bit of salt down at the bottom? You're gonna want some water when you're done with that, huh? Is your water dish on the lawn or is it out here? Oh, shit. The water dish is on the lawn. That's right. Go get it anyway, huh, girlie? Go grab that real quick so you've got your water. might not be thirsty right now, but at least you know the water is there. That's the important part. Are you watching in mute mode? Got it in the background. Yes, she enjoyed it. Hold on with that. Yep, that's how Daddy's car works. It just goes on the floor and gets mashed up until it gets thrown in the trash or gets burned. I've got the working vehicle, the dog vehicle, you know, so just crap just ends up on the floor. Dog hair everywhere, dirt everywhere, little bits of grass everywhere. What'd you drop? What'd you drop, really? Watch out. Move your butt. Oh, you dropped a chip down there? Alright. Let's get that chip. There it is. Good chips. Yeah, good chips. What's up? You are back. No, I didn't fight her. No, I didn't fight her. One of the other dogs must have dropped that snack. But between her and Annie, they've got a nose that'll hunt snacks down from a mile away. Yeah, I'm sorry, I keep using your trigger word. Yeah. So there was a chip on the side, and she got to it. Your phone's almost dead. Oh no. Well, don't worry. I don't know how long we're going to be here. I set up the new camera angle over there in the visor. So I wanted to kind of test it out, see what you guys thought. The best way to test it is to do a live test. I haven't figured out what kind of zoom that YouTube uses yet. I think it's like 0.75. I'm not really sure. But as long as people are chatting and the numbers at the top of the screen are still going up and down, then I'm happy to be here. If I don't have any other obligations, the kiddo and the missus are inside enjoying the air conditioning, just watching TV. So at some point I'll get dragged out of here to go set up the new TV in the bedroom. But until then, here I am. We got some adult consumption smokables that we're enjoying here while we sit home in the parking lot. Well, in the driveway, not the parking lot, I should say. You can almost just barely hide, Zooey. Yeah, almost just barely. I'm pretty sure if I did more tilt, you wouldn't be able to hide from the camera. Yeah. What do you think of that? You tired? Good night. Yeah. Sleepy. What are you so vigilant for? When you get vigilant, you get stoic. You become like a statue. I'm looking at? Statue Zoo. Yeah. You're like those royal knights that stand around the Queen's castle. Except you're way too distracted. You'd leave your post too easy. Yeah, somebody would have a burger and that'd be it. Your post would be gone. Your fuzzy hat, spear, and hat? Is it, you're excited about the word hat too? Is it because it ends in an AT? Bat? Mat? Sat? Gat? That? That? I think that's what it is. I think it's the AT thing. I don't think it has anything to do with the k sound. Coat. Call. Crumb. Cat. So it's the AC and the C sound, huh? It's the AT and the C sound? Is that what it is? You know, in training her, when I learned that her stay command was wait, it revolutionized the way that we were able to train. Because it didn't occur to me before then, when I was trying to get her to stay, that she didn't understand that. You know, our communication and our back and forth, she understood wait as her stay command. So when I understood that that's how she understood it, it revolutionized the way we were able to train. Huh, girly? Yeah. You went from being this 50% untrainable beast to being like, okay, totally trainable, I can work with this. Yeah. Hi, Gunner. Do I live near an armory? Honestly, I don't even know. Hi, Leslie. How's it going, Leslie? I was on a little rant there for a minute. You did that before hot years in Texas. Now you're 80. 4 hot years in Texas. Holy moly. I don't think I could do it in Texas. I don't think I could. You live in an armory? Well, you're prepared for the zombie apocalypse. Thanks for chatting, Leslie. I'm going to go to your channel right now and subscribe to you. I think I'm your first subscriber. I can't tell. Message got held for review. Cat sleeping on the chest as you look out the window. Cute. Oh, sorry, I said your trigger word. Be careful what you say around here. Jeez, this one's popping up out of nowhere. She's like, holy moly. Leslie's pet over there. So what's with the name? Your sister just want to have that long name? And also, how come you don't create an account of your own so you can have your own name? I don't like people being on my YouTube or anything else that has a feed, because when they like stuff or they dislike stuff, it changes the algorithm of the stuff that I like to watch. So I'm like, no, you do that on your own YouTube. You're not watching mine. You'll be skipping through stuff and changing people's algorithms, and no, get out of here with that. Whoa. Let me see what it is here today. 95 is let's see, 87. But it feels like 90, apparently. And it's not supposed to chill out at all until after 7 p.m. Like 2 hours from now. The other two are inside. This one's my service dog, if you can't tell, so she comes with me everywhere. My life has changed dramatically since she became part of my life. She's got her own channel. That's at Zuma Kiss Me. I'll pop her up on the screen right there. So if you go to youtube.com/@ZumaKissMe, she's got content where she's going to be in public, and if you subscribe to that one, once we get 50 subscribers, we're going to start going live in public with that account. And the content on that account, you're not going to see on this account. That's going to be in public content, where this is more behind the scenes content, where you get to see the other dogs, and you get to see Zuma interact with the other dogs, and Zuma in the car, and Zuma in the house. Whereas the other channel is going to be strictly Zuma, no other dogs with me, and it's going to be her interactions in the public. It's going to be very different content from this, because there's two sides of Zuma's life. There's this side of it that you guys have been seeing for a little while, where you see her interact with the other dogs and just behind the scenes. And then there's the side of it that you guys haven't really been able to see yet. Not too much of, just a little bit, clips of here and there on her page. But there's the side of it where she goes up and down the aisles with me, and we interact with, you know, service workers, and we interact with employees of companies in the public. And for a lot of those interactions, she's getting in their face and she's giving them kisses. And that's why her phrase is Zuma Kiss Me. And eventually we're going to be working with trauma victims and crisis units, and setting up booths for places to meet and greet with Zuma, giving out merch. I'm going to be getting an LLC and a nonprofit organization started for her. And over the next 10 years, we're going to be just brightening up people's day and spreading positivity. And this is the first step to that. The YouTube thing is the way to kind of advertise what I want to do. She's already famous. This channel has been growing exponentially. And I mean that exponentially. When I first started, I was averaging somewhere between 1 and 5 subscribers a day. Now I'm averaging somewhere between 15 and 30 subscribers a day. On average, today, I think I have like 80 subscribers today. So we're growing exponentially. And, you know, I keep putting content out, and I keep going live and exposing her to the people and spreading her story. And that's what it takes. You know, the more exposure that I give her, the faster the channel grows. And like I said before, and many times before, that's you guys. And we love you guys for that. That's the viewers. Without the viewers, there is no us. You know, if you guys aren't coming in here and chatting and saying hello and supporting, wanting to spread this positivity, the channel doesn't go anywhere. So I appreciate you guys. You guys make the whole channel. Thank you. You might see us in a town near you soon. You know, like, hypothetically, we could have a booth at Comic-Con one day. You know, you could go to Comic-Con. Everybody knows what Comic-Con is. That's where you go and you dress up like your favorite superhero or whatever video game superstar you want to put up a costume of, and you go roam around with other video game costume geeks. You know, who's to say that we won't have a booth at Comic-Con one day? Where you are roaming around Comic-Con, you're like, hey, I know that dog. That's Zuma. And then you stand in line for an hour so that Zuma can kiss you on the face. And you can get a sticker. Like, who's to say that wouldn't be a thing? I don't know. I don't know how the algorithm works. I don't know. Yes, what's up? Look, it's escaping me what you said your name was. I want to call you Gotcha. I have big theoretical plans for this little munchkin over here. It's a matter of putting the plans into action and having the stars align. And so far, the consistency has paid off in a way that the stars will be aligning in no time. Yes. I don't know where the nearest armory is. I have no idea. I know that in this state of Maine, where I live, we are a Second Amendment friendly state and a constitutional carry state. So most people, their nearest armory is just down the hallway. For me, I am among the daily carry statistic. So my armory is less than an arm's length away at all times. Otherwise, I couldn't tell you. You know, and I picked up mine from a nearby local pawn shop. It was right size, right caliber, right price. The money was in my pocket. I was working at the time, so I put the money down on it and came and picked it up 2 days later after I was cleared. Outside of that, I'm not really sure. I have no idea where the town armory is. I have no idea. The police station, maybe? I mean, like I said, it's a constitutional carry state, and they're very Second Amendment friendly, so I don't know. I mean, we have gun dealers, you know, in town, local, and you know, places all over. So I'm not sure. You know, there's places all over that sell firearms. So I don't know what you mean by armory. There's a place in Bangor about 40 minutes from here, with a shooting range, and they have all kinds of merchandise that you can buy. They're kind of like an armory, you know. They're a licensed seller of firearms, and they have a gun range in the back for you to practice, and they have all kinds of, you know, options you can rent. And then of course you can buy anywhere from belt buckles to t-shirts and backpacks and all kinds of other camping equipment there. You know, they're called Maine Military. So maybe they're an armory, maybe they're just a storefront. I don't know about an armory though. Let's see if the Google has anything to say about it. Yeah, see, they don't really have an armory near here. It's just gun shops. Like, it's just pointing me in the direction of the nearest gun shops. Pine State Armory. Central Maine's Pine State Armory, buy, sell, and trade. So, I mean, it's just ammo and gun shops. I looked up armory near me, and it's showing me the nearby local gun shops. Like Whitney's Outfitters is nearby. And they sell, you know, camping equipment and firearms and ammunition and, you know, target stuff and hunting gear, and, you know, they're a hunting store. So we have a ton of them up here because this is hunting land. All of this land up here is pretty much hunting land. Most of the properties are far enough away where you can use firearms on your property without breaking any laws. Uh-oh. I must have missed that. I missed something. You're good. Yeah, I don't know if they're referred to as armories in any kind of politically correctness, but it's just pointing me towards local gun shops. My assumption is that the local gun shops are the armory. Well, what was the point of the question in the first place? Were you trying to, like, point me towards a cool product that you've come across or something? Yeah. Space Nut is right. You shouldn't put stuff like that on the internet. Age, gender, where you live. If you're not old enough to buy a car, you shouldn't be putting it on there. No worries. It's for your safety. I'm sorry if it feels a little weird, but that's for your safety. I think I might need to change my streaming time to, like, more afternoon, like 4 to 8 or 4 to 6. Because sometimes the morning live stream is hit and miss. But this afternoon one seems to be cruising right along. Do I know NBA Youngboy? Is that just the NBA guy? Or are you also referring to the rapper? I've heard of the rapper. But of course, everybody's young somebody these days. Or little somebody. Young somebody, little somebody. Yeah, I've heard of him. I couldn't tell you the name of any of his songs. He has a new song called Diesel. So what I'm doing now, instead of playing songs on the live stream, because then I have to go back and scrub them out of the live stream and it makes the audio sound all weird, is if you want to hear a song, go to one of my shorts that doesn't have a pinned comment and request the song, and then I'll make a short using that song, and then I'll pin your comment. Because it became a really big hassle to scrub the songs. And I still have content from months ago that I'm not finished scrubbing. Speaking of, I should probably hop on that and do that right now. Do a little bit of scrubbing. A couple of them are close to being able to put public. But most of them, they need 4 or 5 songs scrubbed before they can go public. Yeah, it's probably copyright. So like I said, what I'm doing now is if you want to hear me use a song, I'll use the song in a short. You just go to one of my shorts that doesn't already have a comment pinned. You request the song to be used in a short. I'll pin your comment when I'm done making the short, so you'll know that it's done. But you have to comment on a short that doesn't already have one pinned. If your comment is on one that already has a comment pinned, I won't be able to pin your short, your request. So you'll get a pinned comment when you request the song, and you'll know that the short has the song in it because you'll get the notification that your comment has been pinned. So once you get that notification that I pinned your comment, if you go to my page and look for that most recent short, should be the one you're looking for. It should be from the same day that your comment got pinned. Yeah, if it's available to use as a short, then I'll make a new short. I have to film some content to use for it, but I'll make a new short with that song that you requested. I said, otherwise I have to go through and scrub each and every single one of the live streams of all of the content that YouTube is going to hate for me to get paid. They're not happy about it when I have to scrub stuff either. They've just been giving me crap, it looks like, lately. Visibility. Ooh, we got one here that's ready to go green. When I say it's ready to go green, it means that so when it's got to be scrubbed, I'll put a red border around it. When it's good to go and can be published, I'll put a green border around it. It's not going to be any different for the people who are looking at it. They won't notice a difference because it'll just appear out of nowhere, because most people don't have the link, so they won't be able to see the unlisted. But there's one right there that I put the last bit of processing on it. So one of them will appear there very shortly. So if you guys are curious what it looks like from my end, so I'll have, you guys see that there? I'll have the list of stuff that's got copyright issues, and I'll click on one, and then I'll click it, and it says, you know, I got review the issues, and then it'll show me where the copyright issues are, and then I click one, and I click erase song, and then I can click save and erase song. And I have to do that to every single song. But I have to wait for this editing process, which could take anywhere between an hour and 24 hours. Then I can go back, and I move on to the next one. And I have to do the same thing. Review issues. This one's got only one thing left on it. So I'll erase the song. It's going to ask me to mute it. I guess there was too much in there. So now video editing is in process. Review issues. Edit. Turn that one public now, because that was only one thing left. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they do. So that's the issue. Each time I have to do that, it's like 10 to 12 clicks per live stream, per song. And if I've got 10 songs, that's 120 clicks for that one live stream by itself to get rid of that copyright material, and could take me up to 12 days or more. So it's just become this really big hassle to get rid of them from the old stuff. And so now I'm just doing it. If you request the song in a short, I'll do a short with that song. Yes, yes, yes. What's up? And they'll hold up your watch time until you review those issues. You don't get to have watch time on those things. And then if you've ever watched any of the ones where they scrub the audio, anything that's happening in the background while the music is playing, it sounds all funky afterwards. or if they mute that segment, that means everything that was happening in the audio at that time is going to be muted. So I'm doing some scrubbing right now, some of this stuff. Trying to get through some of it little by little. And the biggest problem is why it takes so long is I forget that I need to go in there, and that there's no notification like, oh hey, we finished processing this song to erase it from there's no notification for that, so it doesn't tell me when it's done. So I don't know if it's taken an hour, taken 10 minutes, taken 24 hours. But like, look at this one, right? This is on a 6-hour live stream. I just want to show you how many of these I have to get rid of from this one live stream alone. All right, just scrolling. Each and every single one of these has to come off. It has to get scrubbed. Every single one of them. I mean, it just goes on for days. There's like 100 songs on that one. Like just whoosh, it just goes on and on and on. Yeah. It's bad. YouTube is not friendly with their copyright stuff. I guess they've been hit more than once, and you're just not gonna. They say, not today. And on this video here, which is a 10-hour live stream, 40 hours of watch time, there's so much copyright stuff, view issues, right? All these. There's so much of it, when you click it, it doesn't even give you the option to get rid of it. You have to either dispute the claim, or you have to get rid of the video. Oh, we got deleted messages again. Should we put on the slow mode, Aaron? Tiffany! What's up, Tiffany? Almost missed you there, Tiffany. Almost. Ranting and raving over here about watch time. You're gonna crash out. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? I can hear me. Tiffany, I'm going to go to your page right now and subscribe to you. I think I might be your first subscriber. Thanks for coming into the chat and saying something. It wasn't much, but it counts. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not important enough for them, Miss Spaceman. We'll see. We'll keep making them look a fool. We'll keep calling them out on their bullshit right here live on live stream. And you'll see, since you're a real person, you'll see if the content no longer has that material in it, it's because I'm being shadow deleted by the man. A mobile thing for the upload? I did answer. I said, what's up? Hi. You guys should be able to hear me. And mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Yeah. I can hear it on my phone. Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, sometimes I'm looking at the chat, sometimes I'm not. And sometimes there's like this weird YouTube glitch where chat freezes up. I saw that. Yeah, I saw you say you're going to post a short. But if you want me to use the song that you're requesting, you have to go to one of my shorts and comment on one of them that don't have a comment pinned already. And if it's a decent enough song, I might use the whole song and create a playlist for it. Oh. That's alright. You can remain anonymous if you'd like. There are less public ways to video chat with people. Okie dokie. We'll figure something out if I've got the time for it once we go inside here. Depending on what the night holds in its hands with the children. Yeah, that's not necessary. You don't need to show your face. I believe that you're a real person. But if you're looking to get subscribers and looking to build yourself a following so that you can go live streaming, that's the way I'd do it. Do you think? Yeah, we'll get in touch, Sharon. I think tomorrow I'm going to be working, so tomorrow's probably a bad day to get on a call. But we'll get in touch and we'll figure it out. I just got the setup ready downstairs so that I can use the TV and my other phone. So I'm going to have to get the keyboard and I don't have a mouse, but I'll figure that out. Okie dokie. What's up, Zuma? Good night, Miss Space Knot. Thank you. Give me a second here. We'll check it out. Wait, you posted on your sister's account? You too, Space Nut. And Miss Space Nut. Thank you. You get some butt scratchies from Miss Space Nut? Just take it off. You say bye to your viewer. I think she's your biggest fan. Yeah. You say bye. Say bye. No, I don't think I want to show it on live. I see it. You with the headphones. I believed you. It looks like the same headphones your sister wears. I believed you. Scratches, I guess. Oh. You're a good girl. Holy, 449 videos? You guys have a lot. That's all. I don't know which one I'm looking for. Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. Yeah. Yep, I see the page there. See the new short. Come on, Rocky. No, I didn't listen to it because I didn't want to put any copyright material into the live stream. Something's definitely off, though. It's telling me, yeah, those numbers were definitely off. But so you know, you've got quite a bit of material, and the reason why a lot of your stuff is not getting viewed is because you're young. YouTube will suppress your ability to be viewed by people. They will suppress your appearance in short feeds because you're young. Yeah, don't. No, let's not. Age, location, and gender are not important here. And you guys shouldn't be putting them on here. We got a pool yesterday too. Yesterday afternoon, or the day before yesterday, I set it up, put it together, and filled it with water. I still have to put the pump together, set that up. So I'll do that at some point today. But today's been miserably hot, so today's been like a fuck it day. Hey, do your parents know that you watch this live stream? Ours is 12 feet across. It's 12 feet in diameter. I don't know if you're familiar with how big things like that are. It's about as big as a car. Let's put it that way. It takes up a parking space and a half. It's big. Yeah, ours is 3 feet deep too. Did you guys get yours at Walmart? That's where we got ours. Something like that, yeah. I don't know, something like that. So we got the little floaty thing in there with the chlorine tablet, and then we put some lights on it last night. So it's got some lights on it. And then I've got to set up the filter. See you later. Bye. Zuma's like, who are we saying bye to? Give me a kiss. Zoom. Zoom. Give me a kiss. Mwah. Thank you. You winking at me. You winking at me. Yeah, I'll wink at you. Hey, by the way, that's a peach, not a heart. Okie dokie. It's nice to get out of the chair, I bet. Is that the editing chair that you normally sit in 12 to 14 hours a day? You know, if you're editing in that chair, you are sitting in it for 12 to 14 hours. It's got to be at least semi-comfortable. I think if I were going to sit in a chair and edit, it would be like a lazy boy recliner. I would get some way to get a desk elevated up so it went over the sides of the cushions and stuff, and my lazy boy would be on one of those pallet rollers. I would just roll right up to my desk in my cushioned recliner. Your ergonomically correct cushioned recliner. I think that's the only way I could sit in front of a desk for 14 hours a day. Price chocolate for his time in the chair. That sounds dark. If I have to put a word for it, that sounds dark. Time in the chair. Like, it makes me think of, like, you know, time in the pen or time in the clink. We don't care about YouTube friendly around here. Me and YouTube got beef. Me and YouTube got First Amendment protected free speech beef. We don't give a damn what YouTube thinks. Until they start paying me, I don't care what they think. But I think I do deserve what's mine. Whether they think so or not. I put the effort in to earn the things that belong to me. Like the time I put in to make certain live streams. YouTube. I am glad that they rolled out this engagement reward crown system for the viewers. That part I am glad about. I wish it would stop tweaking the other stuff that isn't broken. But I am glad that they rolled out this engagement thing for everybody. That's nice. It's nice to them to give everybody a chance to feel important. So, I guess you don't need to be blue anymore then, huh, Aaron? You're always going to have that #1 crown, so you're going to stand out no matter what. Now, if they can do that, that would be nice. Let the studio side managers be incognito. The other way you could have done it is to have me give access to a different email. Hey, Craziest is back. What's up, Craziest? Yeah, I understand that too. Same with this one. Everything signs into this email. Craziest is back. We're out in the car again. We've got a new camera angle that we're trying out. Zuma's in the air conditioning. We got a giant, big old jug of water that we just emptied the last bit of. I think you missed this interaction yesterday, Space Knight. Craziest came in and thought that the dog was left unattended in the car, was ready to bust out my windows till they figured out that I was in the car with them with the AC running. Craziest is from Poland. I think, if I remember correctly. They said they're from Poland. They came in here yesterday and saw all the dogs chilling out in the car and was like, "You son of a bitch! You should be locked up!" And I was like, "Hi, I'm here." And they're like, "Oh crap, you're there, okay. I was ready to bust out your window." I do remember. I usually remember people that come in and chat and stick around and say something to me. And like I said yesterday, I love your initial energy. Yeah, she'd be panting if I had the windows open. I got that one cracked. I got that one over there cracked, as you guys can see. You can see that on camera. The window is indeed cracked because I am smoking in the car. And the AC is indeed running. Here, I'll show you AC off. Yeah, AC on. Hey, see? Hey. Zoom was like, "What happened? The car shut down." It's just the AC turned off. It was almost like clickbait, Aaron. Almost like clickbait. Huh. How girly. But I'm right here. I'm right here chit-chatting. Yeah, we can throw out the devil horns. I'm going to break into the other purchase I made today. funny. Yesterday I thought you were just a troll. They are inside the house. We went for a run to the dispensary, and then when we came home, I went live. Come get them. Why? I'm gonna be coming inside soon anyway. I'm not gonna sit out here and run the AC all day. Oh, yes. Yes, I am. Mama says hi, Zuma. She'll say hi when you come out. There's the button. Maria, hello, 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 Maria. Thanks for coming in and chatting. I'm gonna go over to your page and subscribe to you right now. She is. She definitely is, like a ninja too. She's not quite as swift as Grace, though. Grace is like, hi, double tap, and out. Grace invented the word ninja. They wouldn't have a definition for the word ninja if it wasn't for Grace. These look interesting. Not really smelling anything special. You guys want to check out some plant matter? This one's just loaded with trichomes. Some plant matter. Camera's not that great from where you guys are watching. That might have been more impressive otherwise. I think we're going to be taking off here soon. I don't want to leave him unoccupied in the house too long. I think if I scooch this further this way, I can get more tilt on this. Yeah, there we go. You can see more Zuma face going on there. Might still have to move it. keep it within range of this charger. But if I move the charger to a decent spot, then I shouldn't have any issues. It's got quite the range of view in this current angle. Except for the fact that it's behind the rearview mirror. When that's the case, I've got to slide in. Something sounds like it's rubbing. We might have to explore that. And that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Be nice to each other. We have more fun, more nice to each other.